Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McCullough. I am here with Stephen Allison and Andy Tate today. We're inside Hotel Football, outside Old Trafford. As you can see, it's still daylight today. British summertime and all that, and it's actually been a little bit sunny today. Hopefully United can keep the day going in a positive manner with a victory. The team news is in, and the team news is an interesting one. First of all, Luke Shaw is back in the squad and he's back on the bench. I'm getting the team news up now. The team news, bear with me. I know the team's here, by the way. Luke Shaw's on the bench. Zlatan's back. Pogba's back, but he's on the bench. Steve, did you tweet it? I need a team. Steve told me the team and then done a runner. Who even does that?
Steve does it.
Yeah, Steve does do it. Andy, thanks for chipping that in. Right, over 1,000 of you have joined us. Keep your comments coming in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. The man with the thumbs up, that's producer Chris. The team news, that's in as well. David De Gea in goal. Valencia is not in the squad today. Hopefully it's not a long-term injury or anything like that. He's not in the squad at all today. At right back, we got Ashley Young. At left back, we got Daley Blind. Centre half, Bailey and Rojo. Carrick, Fellaini, Lingard, Herrera, Rashford and Ibrahimovic. Is it a midfield three of Carrick, Fellaini and Herrera with Lingard, Rashford and Ibrahimovic in the front three? That's what it looks like to me. On the bench, we got Romero, Darmian, Fosu Mensah, Luke Shaw, Pogba, Mkhitaryan and Anthony Martial. So we've got a very, very strong bench with a load of different options. It's interesting to see that Luke Shaw is back on the bench because, to be honest, after the comments that Jose Mourinho made this week, I did not expect to see Luke Shaw at all this season. I expected to see him gone in the summer. But apparently, he's wanted to have a word with Jose Mourinho. He's surprised Jose Mourinho with the strength and the passion in the words that he's spoken to him. And as a result, he is now back on the bench. So hopefully, it's a start of the beginning of Luke Shaw's proper Manchester United career. So the team news again for you guys: De Gea, Young, Bailey, Rojo, Blind, Carrick, Fellaini, Lingard, Herrera, Rashford, Ibrahimovic. On the bench, Romero, Darmian, Fosu, Mensah, Shaw, Pogba, Mkhitaryan, Martial. I'm going to read some of your comments out, and then we're going to go to man like Andy Tate. Over 1,700 of you in here at the moment. Guys, thank you for joining us. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button right now. No Tony, says Fernando. He's got it with that very good bench. No Rooney, says Shabam. No, Rooney isn't in the 11 and he isn't on the bench. William thinks Everton are going to get an easy win. Lukaku is going to F our defence up, says Mandy. Rashford on the wing. Waste, says Aniket. Need Pogba to hold him, says Mandy. 3-1, says Habib. He thinks it's going to be a win for Manchester United. Mickey and Marshall should have started, says Nigel. Thank you for joining us again, Nigel. Zlatan time, mother Fs, says somebody. What about Rooney? Says yes, he's not in the team, he's not on the bench. I'm going to come to Andy Herrera. I'm going to come to Andy Tate right now.
Yeah, you compare me to him anytime.
Andy, you've seen the team. What do you think of it?
After Saturday, it's an improvement. We've got Zlatan back. We need the 3 points today, and every player coming back from suspension injury is crucial now. Because, in my opinion, if we don't win tonight, you can kiss it goodbye. Because the
title.
Top 4.
Saying we can't win the league, Andy.
I don't know. I was gutted at Chelsea one Saturday and we didn't win, but hey, that's another day.
Well, Chelsea lost on Saturday, but
Yeah,
I know what you mean. It's gutted that we didn't win and capture.
I know. It makes the day even worse. But if we don't win tonight, kiss it goodbye, top 4.
If that's the case and we miss out in the league, are you confident we'll win the Europa League? Because anything can happen surely in a cup competition.
I know. What did I say on Saturday? Liverpool went all the way. Seville done them. So we have to throw caution to the wind and try and win that. But there's no guarantee. I think Leon, they're like the second favourites and they're a major force with or without Memphis because he's eligible in it. But it's really is crunch time now. Some of the players, they didn't stand up on Saturday. They need to stand up now. Losing Matter now for the rest of the season, that is a really blow. I am so gutted for him.
Well, he's saying that he could be back before the end of the season by the second leg of the Anderlecht game, which is interesting to hear from Juan Mata. So that's a little update on Juan Mata's fitness. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is back. Herrera is back. Pogba's on the bench, but no Tony Valencia today. First of all, the returns of Herrera and Zlatan. What could that mean for the team?
Oh, crucial. Before it was suspended and got sent off against Chelsea, we needed him, and it's shown on Saturday. I've missed him, and we need him in the back tonight. And that midfield, there was no midfield there on Saturday. Fellaini and Carrick in midfield, it was so static.
Carrick had a dreadful game like that, didn't he?
There's not many times you can say that about Carrick, because he's really been well, really player of the season so far.
You think so, yeah?
I think so, yeah, because give him his year's contract, because I was always a critic of Carrick in the Fergie era. He did more talking in the media after the match than he did on the pitch, but now he's like, when you get older, you got football brain on you, and he deserves it, and he's played well this season.
That's interesting, that is, because today we did our Player of the Year, and Michael Carrick's name never got mentioned once. But that video is up on Thursday, by the way. But the fact that you mention it, his record when he's in a team could be an argument that he should win it on its own. But it's an incredible one. Steve, cheers, Andy, by the way. I'll come back to you in a bit for your prediction. You've seen the team. What do you make of it? Tell them like the team as well.
I'll give you a lot of the team. How about that, yeah? So, I'm not sure why there's no Marshall. Has he got a knock or something?
He's on the bench. He didn't do well against...
I think Everton is a different proposition to West Brom, and I think you'll probably see a better Marcus Rashford today against Everton, because I think Everton are going to come and try and play football at least. Looking at the lineup, they've gone fairly attacking. According to this, they've gone 4-3-3. I don't think Barkley's your traditional winger, so I don't think that's going to be exactly the same. But I do think this is a beatable side for us. If they come and play football with us, we're better than them. I would have preferred to see Pogba in over Fellaini. I think that's our best midfield with Carrick, Herrera and Pogba.
Especially in a midfield three as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And up front, Lingard, Ibrahimovic, Rashford. It's not Ibrahimovic, Mkhitaryan and Marshall, but I think it's good enough to hopefully get us a result here today. We're a little bit threadbare at the moment, aren't we? We're picking up injuries. We look fragile, United, and I think that's shown the back four.
Is there any news on Valencia? You've had a little bit of a look at social media. Is there any news?
There's nothing that I can see at all for him.
Would you be worried if he's injured?
It's not a vital position for us, I don't think, but he's been great this season, and his consistency and you just know that he's just going to deal with whatever comes to him down that right-hand side. That sort of like consistency is going to be a miss, I think. And if you have to start chopping and changing right back as well as left back, then you might have some problems.
By the way, guys, today, I'll get the bench off Steve, and we'll get the team, and we'll get his thoughts on the team as well. But today we also did a video with Barney at Red News, at Barney Red News on Twitter. The Red News, the Manchester United fanzine, has been going for 30 years. Let me tell you, I'm not even 30. Many of you will be surprised by that. I'm 28 years old. But this is the fanzine. Go and buy a copy if you're at a game this month. You can buy them online as well. So make sure you check that out. They are an institution of coming to a game. I can remember them from the first time I come to a match. So fair play to them. Steve, back to today's game against Everton. Give him the full team on the bench, please.
All right, so the full team then, we've got Big Dave in net. You've got a back four of Young, Blind, Rojo and Baye. I like Rojo and Baye together. We've not really seen that. It might be too much hot sauce. We're about to find out. Lukaku might be having a bad night tonight. Hopefully he does. Midfield of Herrera, Carrick and Fellaini. Lingard, Ibra and Rashford up front. And then the bench is Paul Pogba. I don't know if I want to see him come on at all or not. If he's not fit, then I think if he was fit, he would start. So if he's not fit, I don't want to see him at all. What's the point? Tony Marshall, Romero, Mkhitaryan, Shaw, Fosu Mensah and Darmian. It's not a bad midfield, is it, to be fair? Not a bad bench.
We've got like everyone for every position.
I think you're lacking a central midfielder, really. Unless, if you consider Fosu Mensah one, I'm seeing Pogba and saying he's injured, so he's not starting. So he's not fit, so I'm not considering him. But I think elsewhere, you're all right. Yeah, pretty much. I'm happy with the team, to be honest. Obviously, there's reasons for some people's selection. 2-1 United, I feel, we mentioned this before with Barney, actually. The games where I've been super confident, like West Brom at weekend, they're the games we've struggled in. They're the games we've not done it. The minions, if you like, that have come. A team that's going to actually come and play football. A game where you're not.
And then them little yellow things.
Yeah. A game where we're not as confident. We've actually gone and done pretty well in, especially at Old Trafford. So I'm confident we're going to go and get a result today. 3 points. 3 points.
Never did I think minions would enter our conversation. Let's read some. K-Shits wants you to dab.
Blocked.
Divvy thinks 2-1 late winner today. What do you think?
I think it will go down. If it's 0-0 at half-time, I won't be shocked. We've seen a lot of those lately. It's almost...
Ibra's back.
Ibra's back. It's a big bonus for us, man. It is a big bonus.
Oh, you Norwegian like that are watching, yeah? Check your TVs out. I might be on TV in Norway. Talking about Sweden's finest.
Nude.
Shouldn't that be in Sweden talking about Swedish finest?
No, it's Norwegian TV.
It was Norwegian TV, Andy.
Should be Swedish.
I can't tell them to go home and bring a Swede back.
Some nice, sexy Swedes.
Otherwise, I would have.
Sexy Swede ladies.
Brexit. Andy
What do you
Tate.
guys think in the comments? What score do you reckon? Why do we want to talk about football?
It's all gone mental here. Andy Tate, guys, by the way, you Swedish ladies, he will be at the Europa League final with or without Manchester United. So let's not.
Listen, Swedish ladies that are watching, you can send nudes to the Full-Time Devils account. We will filter through the best and then pass them on to Andy. How's that sound? Does that sound like a plan? Adam can have the remainder. Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. I'm married, mate. I take my vows very seriously, thank you. Draw, says Sol. Same formation as United, says Doran. 2-1, says Atul. Loads of people 0-0. Tell Andy to stop drinking. No, why? Shut up, zombie.
Like the footballer who stops drinking.
What's my reaction to Zlatan returning to the squad? A break might have been really good for him, I think. A break might have been really good for him. Let's see if he comes back hungry. Something that we spoke about earlier in the video was we were talking about where Zlatan's got a lot of Cantona sort of characteristics. If he can go and do what Cantona did in the back end of 96 and just be that 1-0 Zlatan, 1-0 Zlatan, 1-0 Zlatan between now and the end of the season, put us over the line for that top four, that Champions League qualification, then no one will be happier than that. United are playing a 3-4-1-2, we're not. We're playing 4-3.
Hey, Dom. Should we see if Dom's got something for us today?
What's he got to say?
You got something for us? We're live if you have. Dominic Anthony. Right then, so a little break. You guys remember Dominic was on a fan cam as well. Dom, how you doing? You alright? Good to see you again. Tell them your Twitter and all that.
It's at Dominic Magician, my Twitter account. Same for Instagram. Can you help me out, bud?
Yeah. So I'm not wanted. I'll see how it is. Andy, take over.
Sweet, bud. And can you help me out as well, bud?
Oh yeah.
Can you hold both of your hands? Right, sweet. Hold both of your hands flat for me, Andy. Perfect. In a second, mate, I want you to help me, but I'd just move them a bit like, yeah. Point to one of his hands. Don't let me, point to one. Anyone. This one. Keep this one out. Drop that one down. With this hand, though, can you point to anywhere on my hand? Anywhere you want. On my finger there, right? Huh?
Have a look.
Yeah? You can see that, right? Can you make a fist for me, bud? Perfect. And that does not come off. Have I come anywhere near you?
No.
Perfect. Can you watch the X for me?
Yeah.
We come over, and it actually does look as if I pull that off.
Oh, God.
So now we have the Sharpie here, right?
Yeah.
And I've not touched you. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, no, you've not touched me at all.
Watch this. I'm not going to come anywhere near you. Watch. That's the move. Take a look inside your hand.
No, fuck, no way.
That's at Dominic Anthony Magician. What a G. Forever blowing our minds. And now he's going to disappear again like Dynamo. He's a magician, not a psychic. Come on, Steve. So, on that note, hopefully Zlatan can work a little bit of magic in here tonight. Hey, BT Sport, Sky Sports, all that. Shout me. Jake Humphries, watch yourself. Andy, 3-word review of Dominic Anthony.
It was awesome. Okay.
Are you TJ from Recess?
It was magic.
The team news again is David De Gea in goal, Young and Blind as the fullbacks, Bailey and Rojo at centre half, Fellaini Carrick, Herrera. Then we got Zlatan, Rashford, and Lingard. Looking forward to this game. I'm going for a 1-0 United win with Zlatan scoring. I got gas. What's your prediction?
2-1 for United tonight, and Zlatan's bagging both because the goals ain't going to come from anywhere else.
There you go, Webb.
Get it, Webby. It's backwards.
It's backwards on here, bloody hell. Everything else is backwards on here, so we need a mirror there. Right, go. Score prediction.
2-1, mate. Just want 3 points, so let's just get back in the fight.
We're going to have a fight. Right, let's end this quickly and let's sort that out. See you later.